Hi there. In this video, I'll show you how you can create a custom AI agent on Mistral Le Chat. And yes, I pronounced the name of the product to be Le Chat because this is a French company, and apparently the correct way to pronounce Le Chat is actually Le Chat. But anyway, I'll show you how you can create an agent, but first, there are two things that I need to clarify before I'm showing you the tutorial. So number one, I'll focus on creating an AI agent on Le Chat, and I'm not going to be covering the tutorial for creating AI agents for Mistral Agents API. It is a completely different product with completely different way to create the agent, and this is mostly suited for developers and it's a bit too complicated for most people. So I'm not going to be covering that. Instead, I'll just focus on AI agents in the Le Chat product. Secondly, I think the word AI agents, the term AI agents, is really loosely defined these days because the definition of agents in Le Chat Mistral is different than agents in ChatGPT or Gemini. So even though it is called agents, from my understanding, it is very much similar to features like gems in Gemini, or maybe custom GPT in ChatGPT, or maybe spaces in Perplexity. So it's really custom instructions that you could provide to AI, and when you're using that instruction or the custom instruction, it will follow that alongside with the chat or the topic that you ask AI to answer. So from my understanding, it's really just a gem or custom instruction like in ChatGPT, although there are some more customizations that makes it more useful and can be more personalized. Anyway, with that out of the way, let me show you how you can create AI agents in Mistral Le Chat. So first, let's navigate to chat.mistral.ai, or you can also use the mobile version of Mistral. And after that, you can log in with your account and then click this menu to expand the whole menu and then navigate to agents. So here you will see some agents that were created by Mistral. You can use them as a sort of demonstration, but to create a new agent, you can click create an agent. And there you go. So let me show you how you can actually create an agent. Number one, you can specify the name of this agent. So here, I guess I'm going to provide a name like, I want to create an agent for helping me with coding. So let's call this one AI, or maybe just coding agent. And the purpose of this agent is to help me understand coding as a newcomer. And by the way, the name and also the description are not going to be used as part of instructions. So it is just a way to organize the agents. And also you can specify the icon. Now you can change the color, and there are some icons that you could select, but it is completely optional. You can actually just ignore that. And after that, you can provide some instruction to this AI agent. And this is probably the most important part of AI agents in Le Chat. So I have this instruction that I prepared. It is quite a long instruction, and I do recommend to make the instruction to be as detailed as possible because it will help AI understand your query and will give you much better answer and basically more satisfactory answer. Now, when you're done with instructions, you can continue with guardrails. This is about the things that AI must not do, or the things that AI must follow according to your instructions, or maybe related to your instructions. One example here is that always answer as in the terms of coding world. So that's going to be the guardrails, or maybe you can add something like, please pretend that I'm totally new, or something like that. And I know it's kind of confusing to use guardrails because you can actually just put the guardrail into the instructions, but I guess they put it in a separate section to give you more flexibility to add instructions and guardrails. I think that's the reasoning why they separate the instructions and the guardrails. But anyway, let's continue. Here, the tone is probably one of my favorite sections on this agent setting. You can specify the tone of the answer. You can specify the tone like polite or casual, or earnest, mature, young, etc. But in this case, I'll try to use maybe casual and humorous. And also there is the, you can select multiple options actually. You can make it gentle, more concise, or maybe poetic or dramatic, or you can also just select a custom tone if you want to with a prompt, of course. Okay, so after that, you can enable knowledge. This is where you can enable what tools that should be available on this agent. You can enable image generation, code interpreter, canvas, and web. But since this is a coding agent, I don't want to use image generation, and I think canvas is kind of useful. And also you can connect to your Gmail or calendar account in case you want AI to access the content of your account. You can definitely do that. And here you can also add some library, or basically you can upload some documents that could be accessed by AI. But you know what, in this case, I'm not going to use that and just use the instructions, guardrails, and tone. Now, when you're done, you can actually just use this testing area to test whether or not your agent is doing exactly the thing that you want. So let me ask a question like, what are the meaning, or maybe what is the meaning of dependency in coding? Question mark. And let's see if it is able to answer my question correctly. There you go. So that was the answer. If you're not quite happy with the answer, you can always fine-tune the instruction or select a different tone, and basically use this testing area as much as you like until you get the agent that is doing exactly what you wanted. But when you're done with everything, you can click open new chat. And by the way, yeah, the agent is actually saved automatically. So if you want to access the agent again, you can actually click the menu, navigate to agents, and you'll see the agent that you just created right here, and you can start a chat directly from there. Or you can just start with a regular chat on Mistral, and then you can use the add character in email, like this add, and then you can select the agent that you want to use, and then you can ask a question. You can enable deep research, or the thinking mode or reasoning mode, and you can access certain tools like image generation, calendar, web search, etc. So I would say it's more flexible than some other AI tools out there. And yeah, that's essentially how you can create an AI agent in Le Chat. And yeah, that's very simple, and I hope you find this video to be useful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.